have I told you? What have I told you? How I love.
Good afternoon. Please welcome your president, Carol Mason.
It's magic. I appeared. It's because they gave me a stool. Everybody can please sit. Good afternoon and welcome to our 7th annual Hooding Ceremony, Part 2. Yes, Part 2, because it's the best part. Don't tell them I said that this morning, okay? I'd like to thank the faculty who are here and staff and your family and friends who supported the graduate students through their journeys. These talented students would not be here celebrating this auspicious moment without your unwavering guidance, encouragement, and commitment to their success. So, I know we're going to hear from the families as they cross the stage, but can we give a special thanks to all of the family and friends who supported your success? So, unlike this morning's ceremony where I could actually see you, I can't see you because it's dark in here. I guess that's the compromise for getting lights on the stairs. I lose the lights outside. Do we really have to have it dark out there? Because I really would like to see you. Thank you very much. So I know they're hearing me and they're hopefully going to turn the lights on. I would like to thank Jackie Bray for being our keynote speaker today. She's going to bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to this group. She is the commissioner of the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, and she's got lots of stories to tell. Our city owes Jackie a debt of gratitude for managing the hospital surge during the pandemic and for directing a network of hundreds of testing sites throughout the 5 boroughs. We really appreciate you for that. Seriously, thank you. Commissioner, we're thrilled to have you speak, and we look forward to deepening our dynamic partnership with you at John Jay. Graduates, today you're joining an elite but growing population in our country. By earning your master's degree or doctorate, you've become part of approximately 13% of the country holding advanced degrees. Did you hear that number? I know you all did quantitative work. And 13% is a frighteningly low number, but you are increasing that number. That honor comes with both distinction and responsibility, and you can also find joy in it too. Your voice will carry the well-deserved authority of someone who has mastered complex issues and conducted innovative research in your respective fields. This level of excellence holds a responsibility to make an impressive impact on the world. Use your voice to be a change agent for a brighter future. Use your voices to bring communities together, and use your voices to open opportunities for future generations. As I've said always, you all have, what happens in the John Jay community is you always think about those coming behind you, and we look forward to having this room so full with people coming behind you that we'll need the whole floor for our graduates in the future. Use your voices to be fierce advocates for justice because, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said so eloquently, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. But that's not something I worry about with John Jay graduates because you always use your voices, always. I know that it's been a long journey arriving at this pivotal moment in your life. You've navigated the rigors of academic schedules, while also juggling family obligations, work responsibilities, and service activities. During the earlier ceremony, we heard from lots of folks in the audience who said, that's my sister, that's my child. We even had one, that's my supervisor. We'll see what we get this afternoon. I just threw down the gauntlet to the audience. You've accomplished your academic goals by taking on a growth mindset, team-oriented spirit, and a can-do attitude. No matter where the road takes you after you leave this campus, remember that what brought you to this achievement will always be here. We will always be here to support you, support your success, and to celebrate your successes as you move forward. And I speak for the entire John Jay community when I say that we look forward to watching your continued success and, as I said, celebrating with you. So congratulations to all of our graduates today. Yeah, there you go. So now, please join me in welcoming Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Allison Pease. Now, wait a minute.
Good afternoon. This is only the 7th time in John Jay's 56-year history that we've had a graduate hooding ceremony. I am pleased to be here today to celebrate the mastery you have all achieved in your studies. Hooding ceremonies are carried out by institutions of higher education to recognize students who have earned an advanced degree beyond the bachelor's degree. The ceremony is a time when individual programs can recognize the accomplishments of their graduates in a more personal way than is permitted at the university's general commencement. During this ceremony, each graduate comes forward and has their hood placed over their heads by the program director as their names are read. The hood is a special part of academic regalia and denotes scholarly and professional achievements. The origins of academic dress date back to the 12th and 13th centuries when universities were rising in prominence. The hood that forms part of today's academic dress was originally a head covering for bad weather. Later, it was dropped to the shoulders in the form of a small cape. Eventually, the hood became a separate piece of apparel bearing even more symbolism than the gown. Today, hoods are the most expressive component of the academic costume. They serve to communicate the student's school, degree, and field of study through their length and the colors of the lining and binding. Today's hoods have evolved from a serviceable article of clothing to a type of elongated scarf draped over the shoulders and displayed down the back with the lining turned inside out. John Jay's master's degree graduates and candidates receive their hood because of the level of education they have pursued beyond the baccalaureate degree. John Jay's colors are blue and gold, hence these colors on the hood. The velvet trim on the hood signifies the scholar's field. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Jackie Bray. She is the Commissioner of New York State's Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services. Jackie most recently served in New York City's COVID response. First, managing hospital surge capacity in New York City during March and April 2020. I cannot imagine. And then as Deputy Executive Director of the New York City's Test and Trace Corps. Prior to taking on pandemic response responsibilities, she was the inaugural director of the Mayor's Office to Protect Tenants, where she built a new office from the ground up, focused on tenants' rights and protecting the city's 2 million renter households. Previously, she served as the first deputy commissioner at the New York City Department of Homeless Services, where she oversaw day-to-day operations of a system that sheltered 60,000 people per day. Implementation of the city's Turning the Tide on Homelessness plan and rehousing programs. During her time in New York City, she also served as Deputy Commissioner for Strategic Initiatives at the city's Department of Social Services and as a policy advisor at City Hall focused on mental health policy and programs. Before joining New York City government, Jackie served as Deputy Chief of Staff at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and Chief of Staff at the National Weather Service, where she focused on stabilizing the nation's weather satellite programs and implementing the Weather-Ready Nation vision. Jackie is an alumna of the University of Michigan and holds a Master of Public Health from Columbia University's Mailman School. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Jackie Bray.
Hello. Is it afternoon? It's afternoon, right? Good afternoon. It is true, it's hard to see you all. But you look fabulous, I know that. I'm really, really thrilled to be here today with all of you. I feel like this room is brimming with possibility because of each of you are brimming with possibility. So here's what I want you to know today, because it's what I wish I had known when I was in your shoes. Don't fret about what job you will have. Don't fret about what your resume will say. Don't fret about what office you will work in. Instead, focus on what problems you want to solve and who you want to solve those problems with. There are two kinds of people I work with. Those who want to have the job and those who want to do the job. Be the latter. Find something you cannot wait to do regardless of what position you're in. Find people to work with who you cannot wait to solve problems with every day. For me, that work, the work I want to do every day, the problems I want to solve, is the work of public service. And the people I want to do it with are the public servants I have served alongside in agencies as diverse as the National Weather Service and New York City's public hospitals and Department of Homeless Services, and now as your Commissioner of Homeland Security and Emergency Services at the state. And while it would be my pleasure to speak to any soon-to-be masters, I am particularly glad to be here with you today because by the very nature of what you have chosen to become a master in, a master of, you are preparing in some way or another to be public servants. Many of you are going to find a home in the public sector, and man, oh man, am I a public sector evangelist. The biggest challenges of our time and of every time before ours have been those that only a collective effort can solve. Those that only the greatest collective effort we have ever organized, our ability to govern ourselves, can tackle. It is our government, not our entrepreneurs, who educate our children, who feed our hungry, who house our homeless, who confront our gravest security threats, who protect our most vulnerable. And while I wish I could tell you, as someone did for me a couple decades ago, that you were preparing to go off into a bright and shiny world filled with possibilities unencumbered by threat or fear, let's get real, we've all lived through the past 7 years. And we know that today we face some of the most frightening and largest challenges we have yet to face. 3 years ago, I was working to stop evictions in New York City. I was ready to make a home for myself in housing policy and figuring out how to keep more people securely housed. And then COVID. I never imagined that the most consequential work of my career, of my life, would be finding enough ventilators or chartering 747s to put disposable level 3 gowns on them from Vietnam because the supply chain had broken, or hiring hundreds and hundreds of people to go school by school to test teachers and students so that we could be back in person safely. But that was the work of our government during those pandemic years, and so that was the work that I did. Your careers will be punctuated by crisis. Hopefully not another once-in-a-century pandemic, but there will be unexpected years and challenges. Those will be opportunities for you to solve the big problems. They will be opportunities for you to get the most important stuff right. I don't know what they'll be for you. I can't predict that future. But I can tell you today that from my seat, the great struggle of our time is one of democracy versus authoritarianism, of multiracial liberal society against fascism. And while if you had told me a decade ago that I'd be saying this today, I'd look at you like you had a tail grown out of your ear, but it's real. The challenges in the public sector that are emergency management and forensic mental health and forensic science and cybersecurity and protection and security and human rights leaders are faced today are vast and they're growing. I say often to my team, the threats and hazards are accelerating in frequency and intensity. Heck, the weather of today is no longer the weather of yesterday. When we can't rely on that, we know the ground has really shifted under our feet. But as your Homeland Security Commissioner here in the state of New York, make no mistake that chief amongst them is the fight for democracy. It is very real and very urgent and very in need of your energy and your brilliance and all of you. We need you in this, and we need you suiting up right now. You see, I've come to understand that propaganda works. And the propaganda of white supremacist, anti-Semitic, anti-government, violent extremists has gotten far too much mainstream play and support and tacit and explicit approval over the last 7 years. We know this. We also know that when that happens, not only is our safety at risk, but our democracy is too. There are many future emergency managers out there. I want to welcome you all and I want to hire you all. And I wish I was here giving you a speech to the next generation of emergency managers about climate change. I could give that speech. It would be timely and important, but I'm not today. I'm here welcoming each of you and all of you into the fight to save our democracy. We'll need it to tackle climate change, and we'll need to do both of those things to get to the other side of the next several decades. I'm actually pretty close in age to many of you, I bet. We'll be needing it to get to the other side of our adult lives. But I'm not giving a speech about climate change because we have nothing without our democracy, without multiracial democracy specifically. It is under attack, and each of you are going to be part of the fight to save it, because each of you, in your own ways, are going to be public servants. Whether you thought you would several years ago or not, you are about to be emergency managers and cybersecurity practitioners and forensic scientists and forensic mental health counselors and human rights specialists. So, into the breach we go, together, ready, because John Jay College has prepared you, because this moment in our history, in your history, demands it, because your generation, I believe, can save us, and because you are public servants. And the work of the public servant is the work of the biggest, gnarliest, hardest challenges of our time, and this time is yours. Thank you.
Let's give another warm thank you to Commissioner Bray. I'm going to change it up for just 2 seconds. The Bloodhound could not be here, our mascot. So I want to hear you really quickly. It's pretend 7th inning stretch. When I say John Jay, you're going to say Bloodhounds, right? We're going to do it 2 times. John Jay! Bloodhounds! John Jay! Bloodhounds! Wonderful. We feel good now. My name is Brian Kerr. I'm the VP for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs at the college, and I have the pleasure of taking part in the next part of our program, which is the Service Awards. And our Service Awards at the commencement award ceremony earlier this week, and you can find the awardees' names in the program. At this time, I'd like to recognize all of our graduate academic award recipients. Some are presenting for this ceremony, and others were acknowledged during the morning ceremony. So we're glad you're here for the afternoon. If you are here, please stand at your seats when your name is called. Please hold your applause until all the names are called. So first is the Academic Excellence and Leadership Awards, which are given to a graduating Master's in Science, Digital Forensic, and Cybersecurity student who has demonstrated academic excellence and leadership through a GPA above a 3.5 and contribution in research in the field. This year's recipient is Shihao Dong. I can't see you, Shihao, but congratulations. The Graduate Excellence Award recognizes students from the programs without one of the above designated awards. Therefore, students from criminal justice, economics, emergency management, digital forensics, and cybersecurity, human rights, protection management, and security management can be also recognized. This year's recipients are Regine Adrian, Matthew Albercio, Benjamin Capra-Drew, Kobe Chang, Kaylee Faleo, Altrezi Rodriguez, Michelin Rogers, and Michaela Sabi. The Human Rights Advocacy Graduate Award is for graduate students who have shown through their coursework and campus activities a high level of commitment to human rights advocacy and acquiring new skills in the advocacy and activism. This year's recipients are Peter Antone, Anthony Cruz, Geraldine Jupiter, Simone Myrie, Ibelachuku Onchoi, and Jordan Page. Congratulations. The Human Rights Writing Prize is for graduating students who have exhibited exemplary writing skills in human rights law, policy, and advocacy techniques and strategy. This year's recipients are Tanasha Buchanan, Laura Drucker, Arisbeth Pavia, Miguel Reyes, Diamond Smith, and Sharman Sultana. Congratulations. The Jerome Metzner Award was established by the Department of Sciences in memory of Jerome Metzner, professor of biology. This award is given to the graduating graduate student who has demonstrated academic excellence in the forensic science major. This year's recipient is Alexandra Dombrowski. Congratulations, Alexandra. The Robert S. Morrow Prize, named for the first coordinator of the Masters of Arts in Forensic Psychology program, has a recipient that is graduating and has demonstrated academic excellence in the Forensic Psychology program. This year's recipient is Tatum Kenny. Congratulations, Tatum. Congratulations to all of our awardees. Let's give them another big round of applause. Dean Sidman.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew Sidman. I'm the Interim Dean of Academic Programs. It is my privilege and honor to now present our master degree graduates and candidates with their hoods. Program directors will hood each candidate in their field of study. Please hold your applause until all graduates from each program are called. We will begin with graduates from Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity, who will be hooded by Dr. Jennifer Holst.
Raymond McLeod. Selena Rivera. Taylor Agruso. Janice Grant. Peter Pitsakis. Luciana Wackholtz. Shihao Dong. Petya Chakarova. Lavanya Vijaya Chandran. Purushottam Shah. Annalise Hernandez.
Congratulations, Masters of Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity. I will now present candidates from the Masters of Economics program who will be hooded by Dr. Ian Seda.
Ginabel Madier Paola. Valerie Ann De La Rosa.
Congratulations, Masters of Economics graduates. Please welcome Dr. Charles Jennings to the stage for the hooding of our graduates from the Master of Emergency Management program.
Myra Shivers. Nat Cohen. Colin Maggiolo. Brett Igo. Melody Yu. Jillian Ringhauser. Tamika Motain.
Congratulations, Masters of Emergency Management. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Chitra Raghavan to the stage for the hooding of graduates in forensic mental health counseling.
Jessica Balderas. Teresa Gadis. Imogen Thompson. Carolyn Holoquist. Janae Smith. Lizette Kondo. Melanie Ramatar. Ashley Coakley. Mackenzie Kessler. Alexander Logaitis. Kendra Bizfam Evelyn. Courtney Nicole Maniello. Kaylee Foleo. Samantha Marie Castro. Ashley Sedlazik. Micheline Feedco. Jillian Oyola. Kristen Shankin. Alyssa Orr. Kaya Fine. Kaylee Natali. Lindsay Leonard. Jazia Finley. Juliana James Anderson. Jamie Gordon. Daniel Hunt. Taylor Chacanius. Mariana Jimenez Gonzalez. Catherine Radix. Serena Lamacchia. Angelis Gomez. Kobe Chung. Brittany Jara. Geneva Subtil. Kachena Milcent. Lydia Woods. Nora Lynn. Trisha Kane. Shevlin Gaskin. Anna Mundy. Samantha Khan. Kayla Asen. Ebony Strawn. Brittany Berkman.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Abby Tuller to the stage for the hooding of graduates in forensic psychology.
Michelle Perna. Arlene Abreu. Deasia Ratcliffe. Phoebe Kane. Yi Sin Go. Emily Ives. Taylor Benson. Madison Guose. Emily Froming. Nicole Lattimore. Amelia Payne. Bianca Black. Jada Henry. Alexa Fucili. Nicole DeMaria. Megan Scarlett. Moral Artikova. Lori Beck. Candace Wyman. Amara Gabrielle. John Riley. Lee Wang. Adrian Stone. Antonio Pagan. Maria Munoz Hernandez. Cameron Cummings. Jessica Salud. Joyce Chu. Cassidy Navarez. Emily Schultz. Darian Ruffin. Molly Grimes. Marco Tang. Fallon Boyd. Alyssa Torres. Bridget Jaramillo. Jaren Taslim. Jacob Moses. Samantha Casal. Twari McKenzie. Devondre Thomas. Jasmine Dosher. Sandra Cesario.
Congratulations, Masters of Forensic Psychology. Now let's please welcome Dr. Meki Prince, who will be hooding graduates from our Master of Forensic Science program.
Bridget O'Leary. Emily Pagano. Fallon Vega. Genesis Echevarria. Christina Fernandez. Eldad Cano Jr. Can you say it for me? Maria Alejandra Foy Betancourt. Mercedes Talley. Liana Albano. Abigail Wilson. Nicholas Lovera. Alexandra Dombrowski. Alejandro Ocampo.
Congratulations, Masters of Forensic Science. I now welcome Dr. Charlotte Walker Said to present candidates from the Master of Human Rights program.
Bancroft Daly II. Mark Anthony Holman. Vonnie Ricks.
Sorry. My name is so hard. Abele Anochi.
Abelia?
Abella.
Abella. Yeah.
Abele Anochi.
Abele Anochi. Abele Anochi.
Letitia Cunningham.
Letitia Cunningham. Akua Bruce. Diamond Smith. Jordan Page. Samantha Ray. Rosita Maherzen. Joyce Campos. Alyssa Boyle. Victoria Caputo. Sharman Sultana. Diana Archilagos. Arisbeth Pavia. Geraldine Jupiter. Tanasha Buchanan. Chajeri Arutu. Peter Antoine. Simone Myrie. Miguel Reyes. Rachel Prasad. Jose Torrejon. Priscilla Villalobos. Sharif Turner. Clark Wolf Hamill. Seda Ariola.
Congratulations, Masters of Human Rights. Please welcome Dr. Robert Till to the stage for the hooding of our graduates from the Master of Protection Management program.
Randy Battle Jr.
Congratulations, Randy. Lastly, please welcome Dr. Alex Alexandru to the stage for the hooding of our graduates from the Master of Security Management program.
Albert Gauthier Jr. Atziri Rodriguez. Zamaris Molina. Diana Jesse. Stephen Potacek.
Congratulations, Masters of Security Management. Graduating Master's candidates, it is my honor and it is my privilege to say that you are all now officially hooded and ready to process on graduation day wearing the historic regalia of your chosen degree program. Congratulations to you all. I now invite President Mason back to the stage to close the ceremony.
Isn't it wonderful? I was going to say, so I heard one new thing today, this afternoon. I heard friend, and I know there are lots of friends out here. I heard lots of that's my significant other. They used other words, but lots of significant others. I heard lots of proud parents. But I want you to know that we're all, everyone up here, everyone in the audience, we're so proud of you all. And I hope you heard what Dr. Sigmund said. You've received your hoods, and you have the privilege of wearing them on June 2nd, next Friday, for graduation, because you have not graduated yet. You just got your hoods. The party's not over. The celebration's not over. So come on back on June 2nd, next Friday, at Barclay Center, so that we can officially graduate you and acknowledge you all as the master's recipients that you are, and new, because I know some of you are returning, John Jay alums, and we look forward to welcoming you into this continuing family as alums. So what are you going to keep doing? Celebrating, right? Finding joy. And as our wonderful speaker said, you're going to continue to find the right partners to partner with to solve our many, many problems. And we're excited because of that. So go enjoy. See you next Friday, right? Barclay Center?
Thank you.